What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about how being available does not make you valuable. A lot of people feel like being able to say yes to everything or be available for everything gives them value in the world, gives them value to other people, gives them value to themselves. To be able to be there and show up for every single person in your life, even though they don't reciprocate the values that you have. You know what I'm saying? Being valuable doesn't come from just being able to be available all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to say yes to always going somewhere to meet up or hang out with somebody all the time, because it takes away the priorities that you have for yourself, and most likely you could be using that time for something else to actually cater to yourself. What people do is that they're like, oh, well, you know, I really want to hang out with this person, or I don't want to disappoint this person. And, you know, I feel like if I'm not going to be a good friend, if I don't do this or I don't do this step, if I'm not available, they want to pick up the phone, they want to talk for hours, and I feel like I'll be a bad friend if I don't do that. Or they want to hang out, and if I say no, then I don't know what they'll think of me, right? It might not even be any of that, but you're so prone to giving so much time to someone or to something, and it's not even bringing you any value. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be like, you know what, I'm going to get with someone that's going to help me be farther, or we're going to work on stuff. We're going to go have a study session. We're going to go to a coffee shop and we're going to work on stuff. We're going to, we'll go to, I don't know, we're going to go to the gym together, right? We're going to go be better together. But yeah, it's another thing to be like, oh, well, I'm going to hang out with this person and all we're going to do is just lay around, and we're just going to, smoke, or we're just going to drink. We're just going to do things that don't bring us any value. We're just going to sit here and waste time together, basically. You need people in your life that's going to be okay with you saying no, for one. But for two, you need valuable people in your life. You need people that's like, look, hey, let's get together, but we're going to go be productive. Hey, let's get together, but we're going to go work on something. We're going to be better today, right? That's the type of time that I want to spend with you, because I know that we're working on the same thing, right? I have friends in my life where it's like, hey, let's get together. Let's go to a coffee shop. Hey, let's get together. Let's go to the library. What do you have to work on? What do I have to work on? It's not, hey, let's get together and let's just go, party and club all the time. Every now and then, sure. It's been a stressful week. You want to go out, you want to go to a sport bar. Sure. Why not? But for the most part, it's like, hey, let's get together. We need to lock in, right? We got to get to the bag. We got to get fit. We got to work on our networking. We got to build more connections, right? Those things matter. And that's what gives you more value. You can say yes to those, and those give you more value, but you saying no also doesn't take away the value. It doesn't. People think that you have to say yes to everything, and that's what's going to give you value in your life, or give you some type of locked in friendship or some type of connection that you can't get away from. It doesn't come from that. Your time is more valuable than you going out there and wasting it for you to not be disliked, or for you to be liked by somebody else. There's just so much more to life, If you feel like your value comes from your availability, or it comes from how open you can be with people, or how much you could show up for them, then it takes away the whole point of you being valuable. It makes you reliable, right? That's the difference. It makes you reliable, but it's not that it makes you valuable. The value comes from you within, y'all's connection, y'all's actual relationship, how much you guys are pouring into each other. Not about, oh, well, if I say no, then we're not friends anymore. You need better friends than that. I'll tell you that now. But being reliable, that's one thing. Hey, yes, I'll be there. Hey, yeah, I can help you. I'll pull up and I can help you move, or, we can go get together and we can do this and this. Like, that's reliability. But value comes from you. So don't be sitting there thinking like, oh man, I got to be so available for all these people. Like, anytime they ask me something, I have the time to say yes. And if you have the time to always be available for everything, how are you utilizing your time? Like, there's no way that you should be that available that someone asks you, hey, what do you have going on today? You're like, I ain't got nothing. Unless it's a weekend, maybe you're on a trip, maybe you're, you're just taking the day off, maybe. Anything like that. But other than that, like, We have things to work on. We have things to go after. We have things to be better at. You know what I'm saying? Did you already go to the gym today? Did we read a book today? Right? Have we educated at all today? What are we doing to actually improve ourselves with the time that we have? Okay, well, you've been working, you've been really stressed out. I got you. But how do you utilize the time? You know what I'm saying? If you use all your availability for other things that you think is going to bring you value, then it takes away the value in those relationships, because the value of a relationship or a friendship or anything shouldn't be based on how available you are. That should be a genuine connection with you and that person, or you and that friend group. You know what I'm saying? Value doesn't come from that. It doesn't come from how available you are. That's what I mean. So where is your time really going? That's the other question. Because there's no way that you have that much time to be like, okay, well, yeah, this is like what I'm doing. You know, I'm just going to go do whatever they ask me to do today. That's what I'm going to do. Because I have nothing else going on today. You utilize your time a little bit better. If you have a lot of time on your hands, think about what you need to be accomplishing in your life and why you're not accomplishing them. Because if you have time, that means you're not accomplishing anything that you really want to do. You might have a good balance. Cool. Maybe you worked on some things and then you want to go, spend time with friends. That's one thing. But if you're like always available and you're not working on anything, utilize your time better. So yeah, I know that a lot of people in the world really value their relationships or being available or being reliable for other people. But understand first off where your value comes in, and then also understand how much availability do you have and why do you have that much availability. If you don't have availability, then make availability and be available for people that actually matter and the things that actually matter. If you're going to sit there and give time to something, make sure that it's pouring value back into you instead of you just going out there and wasting time with people that don't really matter. Because if people in your life and you feel like your value has to come from how much you're there for them or how much you show up for them, what if they don't show up for you? Then it's an excuse, then it's an actual reason, right? But at the end of the day, people come and go, and your value is what you personally hold, not based on how available you could be to cater to someone else or to do something else. Availability is great. It gives you the freedom of time to do what you want to do, but how are you actually utilizing it with what you have? So that's really all I got for you on this video. Like this video, comment. What do you guys think about what I just said? Curious. Because if you guys think that, your value comes from how much you can actually be with people and to actually cater to people and saying yes to people, I'm curious to that perspective. I'm also curious to the other perspective. If you feel like you agree with me, what is your thought process on it? And what do you think? Let me know in the comments, y'all. That being said, sub to the channel. Follow me on my socials. It'll be in the description below. And until then, y'all, I will catch you in the next video. Gone.